Hi guys and welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be using the new Riviera palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. There's not a lot of palettes that get me going, that get me, that excite me per se. But this one, boom, I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw it on Instagram and I was like, I have got to get this palette. From looking at it, it looks promising. Haven't used it, but I am a big fan of their formula, so I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna really like this palette. It screams spring, summer, vibrant, neon, colorful looks, and I'm a fan of colorful looks. I'm a fan of that big, bold, bright eyeshadow, like 80s inspired. That's my jam. That's where my heart is. I'm not afraid to use color. Even when it gets out of hand, I'm not afraid to use color. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do, so if you want to figure this out together, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and prime with some Tarte Shape Tape. I think I'm gonna actually start with the shade Cans, which is the purple color in the palette right there, and just start to put that right into my crease. Now, initially, I just barely tapped that, and there is a little bit of fallout, not bad, not much, but it does have a little bit of that kickback powder, whatever. Some people get really bent out of shape about that. I personally, I'm not, there's bigger things to worry about. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna start by taking it right here and taking it basically on the outer part of my eye and the inner part and in my crease. I am a patter. I don't set my concealer on my eye, and I pat. I do a lot of patting in the beginning to lay the product down and get the shape that I want. And I do a lot of tilting my head back up to get in there, and then that, you know what I mean? So that everything is laid down better, if that makes any sense at all whatsoever. But I always tilt my head back, and then once I lay the product down, then I kind of come back up and see kind of where I'm at here. And now I'm going to kind of go in with some swiping circular motions. Alright, now that I have that purple laid down, I'm actually going to go in with the bright pink called Bahamas and start to blend that right over the top of the purple, basically to blend the edges out. I'm taking a smaller, more tapered, wow, that looks really pigmented, brush. And starting, again, tilting my head back. I actually took this purple a little higher than I wanted to, but it's okay. It's okay. Wow, that's lash glue. Okay. All right, so it's still like coming off. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of lay it flat instead of like this. Kind of lay it flat right in. I'm lifting my eyebrows. Kind of going right over that purple like this, just to calm down the edges so that they're blended. Clearly I'm going for a dramatic look, and once a majority of that product is off my brush, I'm just going to go in with small circular motions, holding my brush down here a little bit so that I have more control and so that it's very light pressure. I looked back on some of my old videos and realized how aggressive I am when I was blending my eyeshadow. So I'm kind of trying new techniques because I feel like I'm a rubber. I'm a rubber? No, I'm not a condom. I tend to rub instead of like buff, you know? So I'm trying just some new techniques on myself. I just find it would probably work a little better. So I think I'm actually going to go in with Inheritance, this gold. I think I'm just going to take it dry first just to kind of see how it performs. That brush is like coated. I don't know if you can see that, but... Oh, bitch. Yes, that is dry. Wow. 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 I haven't even dipped back in yet, and there's still like pigment coming off. That is crazy. That is beautiful. I'm actually going to spray some Fix Plus on my brush and dip back into it just because I want more pigment. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. I'm actually just taking it right in the center. Oh my gosh, guys. For real, wow. That gold is everything. I'm just like, wow. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of Coastline, this shade right here. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of Monte Carlo instead of Coastline. Yeah, I like that better. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is finish this eye, do my face makeup, come back and do my lower lash line, because I feel like if I go ahead and do the lower lash line or whatever, it can get screwed up. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back, and I was on the motherfucking struggle bus with this eye. It was giving me every problem imaginable, but I think it ended up, I got it figured out, maybe, hopefully. I did some of my base makeup. I'm not finished. I just wanted to go ahead and hop back on camera, and for everything I used off camera, go ahead and look in the description box below. So let's move on to the lower lash line. So I don't know if I want to, let's see here. I think I'm actually gonna take, is it Seychelles? Is it supposed to be seashells? I don't know, but that aqua shimmer color right there and put that on my lower lash line. I'm gonna take it pretty low. Obviously you don't have to, but I kind of want to take it low. I'm going to go back in with, I think I'm going to go back in with Bahamas on a pencil brush and just kind of take it right below here. This is another Anastasia brush that comes with these palettes. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and spray this and go back in with seashells. Yeah, that kind of brought it back to life a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of Monte Carlo and go right here, just right underneath. The reason I'm blowing it out so much, I do a lot of looks where it's just blown out, is because I have really long lower lashes. So I don't mind a really dramatic blown out lower lash line. Obviously, if you don't like that look, then don't do it. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with Mediterranean right here. Oh, I love that. Oh, yes. I think I'm actually going to take the white shade in the palette and just tone it down a little bit. Then I'm going to take Sail and highlight my brow bone. And then I'm going to take these, I got these like during the holidays because they were like super cheap. I just hope I didn't, like I don't get what I pay for with these because they were really cheap. These are LA Girl, is it LA Girl? No, LA Colors. LA Colors Metallic Eyeliner. This is purple. Let me see what happens. I need to do this off camera, so give me a second. Okay, so that eyeliner sucked ass. So I took a pencil or a definer brush in the purple in the palette and stamped it on my lower lash line, and that worked great. So pretty happy about that. So then now for mascara. I'll probably put another 1 or 2 coats on my bottom lash line. I let it dry, put another coat on, let it dry, put another coat on. But I'm gonna finish up my face and then I will be back to show you the final look. All right, so here is the final look. I must say I am pretty obsessed with whatever the hell happened on my eyes today. I love that matte white. I don't know, I just feel like it finished off the brow bone beautifully. I love that gold. I love the shimmers that I did use in the palette. Obviously, I didn't use every shimmer in the palette. I tried to use as many colors as I could to kind of get a really good feel for the palette to give my honest opinion. And my honest opinion is that it is definitely worth the money. I believe this palette is $45. It's a little bit more on the pricey side, but I do feel like you get what you pay for, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills formula is just top notch in my book. One of my favorites. I have 3 of their palettes and none of them have disappointed me yet. The color story is beautiful. I haven't had a palette make me excited in a long time. I mean, palettes and makeup, it's just constantly being launched. And a lot of the palettes, I'm not just like, oh my god, I need that palette, I need to rush out and get that palette. That hasn't happened to me for a long time, whereas with this palette, I saw the Instagram posts like the first day, they were kind of teasing us with this palette, and I'm like, I need that palette. Obviously, this look is way dramatic, way more on the dramatic side, but I do feel like you could tone this down and do beautiful everyday looks with this, just with a pop of color. Even if you're doing a more neutral eye to wear out, and you just do a pop of color on the lower lash line or one of the shimmers as a, you know, shimmer liner, a little bit on, like, just on the inner corner as a pop of color. There's so many things you could do with this palette. I think I might use this palette again and do a more toned down look. But again, I just wanted to, like, dip into as many colors as possible for this look, just to give it a fair shot. So out of the 14 colors, I used 8 of them. I think that's a pretty good amount of shades to use to give a final verdict, and the final verdict in my book is go buy this motherfucking palette. I didn't want to zoom you out. I wanted to keep you close this whole time, just so you can really get in here, so you can really see it and get a feel for it. So I think this is a long video. That's why I kind of kept it to just my eyes today, because I knew I was going to go really dramatic. But I will wrap this up now. So if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.